So the Cruz campaign today released the birth certificate of Ted Cruz's mother because Donald Trump keeps insisting that Ted Cruz has a citizenship issue and he really ought to solve it so the Democrats don't attack him with it while he's attacking him with it. And our friends at Breitbart have been all over this. The intrepid reporters there have been all over this. They have hunted it down, and they hunted, and they found stuff. And, well, they found the mother's a citizen, too. You can go up on the Drudge Report. It's the headline story. Cruz is citizen. He's eligible. Well, I'm glad we put that to rest. Or did we? I don't know. There's so many birther a-holes out there. I get the question, well, what does that mean about Obama? His mother was an American citizen. Does that mean he's a citizen too, eligible to be president? Now, here we are, almost in the 7th year of this guy, almost in the 8th year of this guy. He's done a hell of a job destroying this country, and these people are still debating whether he's eligible to be president of the United States. You see what I mean? These are kooks. Kooks. But don't worry, we've got intrepid reporters that are on top of this stuff. I told you this is stupid, and it is stupid. John McCain, well, he doesn't know if Ted Cruz is eligible or not. Of course not. This is a guy who needs to have his oatmeal fed to him through a straw. Of course he doesn't know anything. People in Arizona, I think you should punish him for this. Let him go home, defeat him, so he can get his medicines and just relax. Fox News was all over this too, man. They were all over this. In fact, I think a couple of the headlines were Cruz citizenship controversy. There was never any controversy. And, of course, Donald Trump, just for a public service, just to make sure the Republican Party doesn't have a problem, just to help out old Ted. So why don't you go to court and get a declaratory judgment that indicates that, in fact, you are an American citizen and you do qualify to run for president? And I'm thinking to myself, is this what the conservative movement has become? So-called conservative websites, a so-called fair and balanced cable station, a so-called outsider raising crap while the left wing is laughing at us, while the left wing media is gobbling it up, prodding it along, while the country's going to hell. 2 more terrorists captured today. 2 more terrorists. Another one shot a police officer. And this is what we're doing as conservatives in a conservative Republican primary on conservative sites. Good Lord, are you kidding me? Well, I'm glad we've covered this so thoroughly in the conservative news media. And there's Politico, the phony the phony news website, left-wing as hell. That's just what we need, another left-wing outlet. This all set back Ted Cruz, you see, because now he's had to deal with it. Didn't set back Cruz at all. The people who are pushing this look stupid, are stupid, and I suspect they've hurt their reputations, including Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't listen to me. I said, get off this stupid issue. Focus on substance. He had some good things to say about the government taking over private property, that he thinks this has to be stopped. Good. Good. And he has said other things, but it's all now mishmash because he's out there leading a birther movement for no reason whatsoever. He's in the lead, at least nationally under the polls. Everybody who's been involved in this with their fingerprints all over it, planning stories in the media happy to do it, they look stupid, and they were stupid. But, Mark, you don't know the facts, you see. Do you know if she was a citizen? Excuse me? Do you know if she was a citizen? So now you have to prove the negative. Well, I guess everybody ought to turn in their birth certificates, all the candidates. Donald Trump, his mother, or his mother's certificate, maybe the kids, I don't know. Does anybody care? Of course not. So we've spent 3 days on this while Obama is eviscerating the Constitution. 3 days on this while the debt went up another God knows how much money. 3 days on this while the border and the enemy's coming in. 3 days on this. Maybe we should do it day 4. But are you sure she was a citizen? Was she actually in the United States long enough to be a citizen? Come on, Mark. Now, once again, I want to suggest that we have alternative media in this country for a reason, and that we have an obligation to be respectful to our audience and to have integrity to the truth, and stop being special pleaders for one cause or another or one candidate or another. Unless if you want to come out and support a candidate, it doesn't mean you have to announce for them, but go ahead and do it. But you don't need to smear other candidates with certain candidates planning their talking points with you. Nobody plants talking points with me. I don't even want to take their calls. Ask Mr. Badu. Mr. Badu, how many people contact you and say, I want to talk to Mark? I say, no, I don't want to be bothered. You want to know why? Because you lose your objectivity. You undermine your own principles. You compromise. And that's been done. And you know who's been compromised. You know what writers, what special guests on TV, what hosts. You know who's been compromised. I don't play golf with anybody. I don't go to their hotels. I don't go on airplanes with them. I'm not just talking about Trump. I'm talking about any of them. All of them. I don't do it. And I'm not going to do it.